Unless you're living under a rock, you've probably heard of Linux, and you've probably heard of Hannah Montana, but have you heard of Hannah Montana Linux?
Well, today we're going to try to install it on a gaming PC because yes, you heard that right, there is a Linux distro that is Hannah Montana themed and we believe it can actually game in 2026. We'll talk about how we're going to install it after word from today's sponsor.
Dude, he's been late like every day this week.
And he's been on his phone a ton playing that new game he got.
You should probably go talk to him, dude.
Yeah, let me go talk to him. Hey man, we really need to talk about your work performance.
Shh, wait. I'm pulling shards, bro. Give me a sec.
Dude, like, what's up with you in this game?
Are you kidding me? Raid is a free-to-play turn-based RPG that's super fun to play. Besides just having an endless amount of content, they keep adding new content all the time. Pair that with the AAA graphics and cross-platform compatibility, it's hard not to get hooked instantly. Right now there's an event going on called the Echoes of Oz. Dorothy, Gale, and her friends defeated the Wicked Witch, but the witch's unseen protege, Ozilda the Wicked, has been plotting their revenge. It's a great time to get involved because the rewards are crazy. You can claim the brand new legendary champion Dorothy Gale for free by logging in for 7 days during the Dorothy Gale Chase event. And if you keep logging in for another 7 days, you can earn extra gear and upgrades for Dorothy Gale. Dorothy Gale is a crazy champion. They remove enemy buffs while applying debuffs, CC enemies, and get stronger the more Oz characters you use, making her a powerhouse in a themed composition. You can also take on Ozilda the Wicked as the dungeon boss in the limited time event dungeon to earn chronophage gear and other valuable rewards. If you haven't started playing yet, click my link in the description or scan my QR code to get amazing bonuses available only via my link. You'll instantly unlock a huge starter pack with an insane legendary champion, Narma the Returned. And you can get another free legendary champion for free by using one of the codes on screen. My personal favorite is Cheshire Cat, as he's a top tier damage dealer. And of course, log in for 7 days to get the third legendary champion Dorothy Gale for free. And that's not all. When you reach level 15, you will get an amazing champion, Chonoru. That's 3 legendary champions, 1 epic champion, and much more, all by using my link or QR code. It's an amazing way to start your account. And using my link also helps the channel. Big thanks to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get back to it.
So Matt, you got the OG Hannah Montana Linux pulled up. So this is what it looked like before.
This is what it looked like before. This is the original page for the original Hannah Montana Linux, which this was, I don't know the exact year, we'll put it on screen here, but this was kind of like a beginning of meme distros when it comes to Linux back in the day. If you guys don't know what a meme distro is, it basically is taking a Linux distro and slapping some sort of theme on top of it that adds some sort of goofiness to it, and obviously Hannah Montana Linux is the most random thing out there. And a lot of Linux diehards really adore this because it's just so goofy and so out there that it's just kind of cool. And because of that, there was a remaster basically of Hannah Montana. Oh my God, Hannah Montana. And because of that, there was basically a remaster of this Linux masterpiece, which is now based on Debian Linux, and it's specifically KDE Plasma with a skin over top of it, specifically the Hannah Montana skin. And in this video, because there was an update, I'm trying to stay serious with this. This is like the goofiest thing I've ever seen. But because this is actually updated, it shouldn't have any problems running fine on a gaming PC, right? Right? And in this video, the goal is we're going to take a gaming PC right here, which is our open air test bench, which we'll talk about some of the specs here, just some quick specs, 9600X, 32 gigs of RAM, B850 motherboard, and we are using an RX 9060 XT 16 gig as our GPU, because all AMD tends to work better with Linux. And we're just going to go through the install process. How do you download it? How do you make a bootable USB? And see if there's any issues along the way. Or will we just be in Hannah Montana Linux very quickly?
It's Hannah Montana's skin, Matt said.
It's Hannah Montana's skin wrapped around Linux.
Make fun of this all you want, but look at Dogecoin. Everybody doubted it, and then it became a part of the government. That's all I'm gonna say.
It did become part of the government, but the distro we're using is specifically Hannah Montana Linux V26. So V26 is what we're currently working. There's a lot of versions, and you can get the information on how to download this through a GitLab using the link down below. If you can download it yourself, it's Linux, it's free, you can download it. I did cheat a little bit ahead of time and made a bootable USB just to save us some time, because whenever we do these, we end up sitting here for like 30 minutes waiting for the download to install and everything. So I already have it downloaded. So once you do download it, we'll go ahead and minimize right here. You can see on a desktop, here it is, Hannah Montana Linux. It's just an ISO file, so what you can use is a program like Rufus, which we'll go ahead and open up Rufus real quick. And you would go ahead and, as you see, it did Debian Trixie. I call it the Trixie install. Interesting. That's what our flash drive is installed, because it already has it installed. But you would, at home, pick the flash drive, go and select your ISO image, and you'd pick Hannah Montana Linux. And then from there, you would hit start and it would go ahead and make your bootable drive. But we've already done that to save some time. Now the hard part for us is seeing if it can actually get installed on this PC. And to get that going, we're gonna get a monitor set up, a keyboard and mouse, and see if Jackson and I can make our way through Linux. We've done Linux videos in the past. This is not our first Linux distro video, but something about this distro makes it seem like it's gonna be more difficult than usual.
Scary. All right, so Matt has tasked me with the important task of Hannah Montana installation. I've installed Linux a few times, but it's always a new challenge for me every time because I do it so what's the term for in often? So
Infrequently?
So infrequently, so seldomly.
I would recommend going to the BIOS first of all.
Okay, I seldomly install Linux. So yeah, Matt's gonna go to the BIOS first, so I'm assuming
We have something on our SSD as well.
Oh, that's a good point. So if you already have an installation of Windows or Linux, whatever the heck is even on this thing, also yeah, our monitor.
I was gonna say, is the monitor getting powered? There were like some power cords in here that weren't plugged up. I have no idea if this one is particular about needing secure boot disabled or not. Normally I err on the side of doing it or just trying and see what happens.
Okay, so CSM's disabled.
I think secure boot should be disabled on this, but we can check. No, it's not. Let's disable it.
Let me back in the BIOS.
Name a Hannah Montana song.
I know some Miley Cyrus ones.
Yeah. Party in the USA.
Is that Hannah Montana?
That's
Miley
Miley.
Cyrus, right?
That's Miley. I don't know any
Isn't Hannah Montana like country basically?
Yes, I
or
think
country
so.
pop.
Yes.
So this is our TimeTech drive. We don't want that because you see Windows Boot Manager.
Yep.
We're anti-Windows today. We're going straight into Linux. Oh God, this looks elderly already.
Live system. Yep. Okay.
It is
oh
disabled.
my
Oh my
goodness.
goodness.
Wow.
Hannah Montana.
Hannah Montana. Wow, this is beautiful.
So I feel like a lot of this is just gonna be pink themed.
Very pink themed. I think some of the menus are pink themed. It has a wallpaper.
It'd be really cool if like the menus had sound. You know,
Yep.
where it played stuff.
Yep. RDC
And
is
it didn't give me
broken,
enough time to
but it
read
doesn't
it.
really matter because it looks like it's booting in.
Yep,
oh
Plasma made.
wow.
Oh wow, and we're straight.
Oh,
so
here
that's what I was
we
talking
are.
about. You can use a lot of, that's what's cool about Linux to me is like, you can actually use the USB like as your distro, but obviously it's gonna be running through USB bandwidth. So we're gonna do the installation so we can get it on our nice SSD. Welcome to the Calamar's installer for Hannah Montana 26.
Beautiful. We're in
good.
New York. Okay. Yep. We're going to erase that entire disk for sure. Which your name of this computer is gonna be Hannah B850 Steel Legend Wi-Fi. I like that.
And make it more basic or is it forced?
Montana.
Wi-Fi? Montana. Which one did I type in wrong? We're never gonna be able to get into this.
It doesn't need to be secure. Like I've gotten through.
It's like why? Who cares? Who's gonna hack my Hannah? Oh my God, I'm gonna hurt myself.
There we go.
I really hope that I didn't have to just check that, and it's going.
Yay! All right, it's install time. We'll see if any errors are thrown, but I will say, simple process. Disable secure boot. I don't know if it was necessary or not, but again, I always like to err on the side of caution with Linux distros. You guys probably yell me down below if we're wrong. I do love that the background is just the combo of the Tux Penguin and Hannah Montana.
And it's fairly low. Like the Tux is like really high quality.
Yep.
Almost kind of creepy.
Yep.
Like
Why is he kind of jacked?
It's
though?
got human characteristics to it.
Yeah.
And then Hannah Montana is like extremely low quality.
Well, the cool thing is once this gets installed, we do get access to the same app store that's installed on most modern like KDE Plasma-esque Linux distros. So most of the applications we would need like Steam, Discord, and everything can be downloaded from there. And then we'll get a web browser from there as well. So in terms of usable functionality, should be good. We'll just kind of mess around and see if there's anything goofy once this finishes.
I was told we had a failure.
Yeah, while we were busy researching Hannah Montana songs for a cover, we got hit with a application crash error. None of this points to anything that I can tell what's going on.
Internal alerts.
Internal alerts. Restart the application, I guess. Maybe restart and see.
Yeah,
if
let's restart and see if it does anything.
Maybe it'll just boot into.
Oh my God.
Maybe it'll
That is horrible.
That is terrifying. Maybe it'll just boot into it. I don't know.
Flashbang. Well, the good news is we don't have Windows now. We have nothing.
we have nothing now. So maybe back to the. We don't have the USB anymore.
It's the best of both worlds.
We got one song. Oh, did I unplug the USB? No. How do we lose the USB?
You remember that USB you made, Matt? We love restarting installs.
Restart the install again. I'm curious if it like shows if it installed successfully or if it's like that. Also, I feel like that should be something to note. So look, it shows it's there, but clearly it didn't successfully install it.
You didn't like fully finish it.
Yeah, so maybe try again. Oh boy, here we go again.
At least now I know what to do.
Hannah B850 Steel Legend Wi-Fi.
See what happens.
I'm gonna watch her like a hawk.
Matt's gonna stare at it.
I'm gonna stare at it this time. Y'all getting the recording. It's gonna keep going.
I need to go do some research again on Hannah Montana. Do you want both of them going?
We'll do a little stop-de-stop here. Here we go. As you guys can see, we're getting an installation failed at the 70% mark. It says grub UEFI reading package list. It's failing on creating the bootloader. I'm gonna see if this points me in any direction. Let's do a little Googling here. All right, it is take Well, this is take 3 actually at this point. You guys see on screen I use Boolean Etcher, built the USB again through Boolean Etcher. I've had issues before for some reason with Linux distros and using Rufus, but everyone says use Rufus, so I don't know. But I use Boolean, and we're gonna see if it actually hangs up again at that 70% mark. That's where it hung up last time. It said it couldn't find a bootable bootloader or a bootloader error, so we'll see. I'm watching. We're getting closer to the point where it fails every time. Okay guys, so we are trying again. I can't believe the install is the hardest part of getting this set up, but based on my research, doing some Googling, doing some AI assistance, the main thing that keeps popping back to is that the bootloader is failing because potentially there was an update on the Debian side of things where there's a new version of the bootloader, and what's happening is it's trying to install the bootloader and it's failing. So I tried to do some sort of console command to potentially fix that, but based on what I'm seeing right here, it looks like it's going to lock up again. Installation failed with errors. Same errors as before. I'm hoping that just worked. What does this mean? It's actually 7 o'clock the next day. It's because Hannah Montana Linux took all my energy and the help of the developer who put this thing together. But look at this, guys. We are officially in an install. This is not running off a live ISO. This is actually installed on the PC. Let me explain how we got here, because I honestly rage quit a little bit after seeing this mocking me constantly to try to get this installed, but yeah, let's talk about it. So I have to give a big shout out to Noah Cagle, the guy who made this glorious Linux distro, basically put it all together. I was at my wit's end. I did so much research trying to figure out what was going on with this ISO, why it wasn't working. My idea was that there was something wrong with our networking that was blocking the install happening. I was about to take my entire test bench home because we've had some random issues sometimes with Linux distros and our internet connection. No idea why here at the office. I was about to take everything home just to test this theory, but I ended up joining their Discord server for his YouTube channel where he talked about making this entire project, and I was able to get help directly from him. We were talking the DMs back and forth. What ended up happening is he went ahead and made an updated version of the ISO for us and published it straight to GitHub that allows us to install this without needing the internet access to get those extra files that are required to build the bootloader. If I'm saying that correctly, I think that's exactly what happened, but I don't know entirely. Mainly there was some stuff that was missing in the install that was causing it not to install properly, and it normally pulls that from the internet, but instead he added it directly to the ISO so we didn't have to deal with it. And as you see on screen here, it booted in just fine. Now we still hit that scary screen that we saw last time where I brought Jackson in thinking everything was working good, where I needed to actually select where my bootable device was from, what partition, but he walked me through that as well so then I could boot directly in, and now I am in Hannah Montana Linux. Now the other thing I'm trying to figure out is Steam, which it looks like, I just saw something pop up. Look at that, Steam is installed right now. I actually have the sign-in screen on Steam. You can't see it right now, but I'll show you guys. Steam took a little bit of efforting as well, but nothing a little Googling wouldn't help, and I just had to build the certain repositories I needed to get Steam installed. Now I'm looking at Steam. We're one step closer, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to the developer. This was really cool to be able to talk to somebody who made this beautiful creation, put together this awesome, fun project, and be sure to subscribe to their YouTube channel down below because I know they're working on some other versions, and a lot of people are commenting that this is kind of like the golden age of meme distros because it's so much easier than ever to make these meme distros. So you can imagine there's gonna be a lot more like this. So shout out to him. I'm gonna wait till Jackson gets in here. If I have any other issues, I'll let you all know, but I'm gonna get some games downloading on Steam so we can actually play games in Hannah Montana Linux.
All right, so I'm in Hannah Montana. I didn't have to do any of the hard work that Matt did, like having to talk to the person who made it.
Shout out Noah.
Yeah, obviously, we won't let this cloud the judgment too much on Linux, because it's not really a Linux thing. It's more of like this being a meme distro and it like never actually being really downloaded by people. But we're in the desktop environment. It looks like the USB. You know, we could have ran off the USB, but obviously to play games, we wanted to run a little better. What is Concord work?
It's like a weird web browser, apparently. It's a web browser, file manager, and universal document viewer. I guess you can look through your documents through here too, I guess. I don't know. Oh, maybe it'll do it this way. DuckDuckGo.
What the heck does this search for over here?
Also, it's the slowest thing ever, which, by the way, I can't necessarily blame any of the systems we test. Our internet's just, it's something, man. It's something. Yeah.
Okay, so it comes to the browser. That's cool. We got Steam installed. Save some time. Honestly, that's Matt commenting on the internet thing. We got to save time where we can. Is this File Explorer?
Dolphin
I like
File
how
Explorer.
it looks like a file cabinet.
Look at that, baby.
Wow.
Look at those folders.
Look at these skins. So That's really, you know, at the end of the day, this is just a Fedora Linux with like a skin over it, basically. That's what a lot of distros are, pretty much, is they're just a base Linux with some skin on top.
I love the MP3, like the little skins of the Apple devices. It's just goofy little touches. And the guy who made this, there is an app you can actually load up this version of Linux and do a live builder where you can go in and you can just like change icons and everything and then save it to where you can just make whatever you want. So there's a lot of people who can make stuff like this. And there's the Discover. That's the biggest thing, is Discover is the app store that has access to some of the repositories that'll let you download some programs. I wasn't able to install Steam from here. There's some weird ones in here. What the heck is Abe's Amazing Adventure game?
Side scroller. Yeah, so I mean, and everything looks pretty normal. You're really just getting things like the pink. It kind of reminds me of like Windows with the customization, you know, where you can change the bars and stuff. That's really a lot of what they've done here. But obviously, at the end of the day, we just want to know, can you game on Hannah? Can Hannah Montana game with us? You know what I mean?
Can she game? And if you don't have Steam, we have Steam running. It got all the background Proton Experimental downloaded and ready to go. I just installed 3 basic games. Arc Raiders, a more mainstream game. TF2, because of course TF2. And in tradition that we've been doing on this channel, I installed Black Mesa. It's not really like old Half-Life that needs a compatibility layer. It actually runs native, I think. But it's just a game we've been testing on all these Linux distros, so we'll give it a go. But Jackson, you want to try out Arc Raiders first?
Yeah, try Arc Raiders. I just noticed this 13.1 to 14.2, but it's like I'm ready to play.
It's ready without it. We'll see.
It doesn't need that extra gig. Guys, we're playing on the Hannah Montana distro, and I mean, this is Linux gaming, baby. We're actually in Arc Raiders. Now, obviously, biggest thing about Linux is there's only certain games that are supported on it. So this is clearly one of them. I will say, when we were in the menu, for some reason, the cursor was gone for a minute, but it came back. We are running, actually, you know what's crazy? We're running 4K right now on our 9060 XT. Yep, 4K, FSR balanced, no frame gen or anything, dynamic medium, ray tracing medium settings.
It's just working.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, would we be getting any better performance in Windows? I don't think so. Not as of right now. I can't say definitively. We normally don't test this GPU in 4K, and we've done it before with like the TV videos, but I would be happy with this.
Yeah, really, it's just getting the games to run. Like, performance-wise, running 4K, which is not ideal, like Jackson mentioned. So it's the fact that some of these distros, as we've learned, some games just won't launch properly. The Proton compatibility layers have problems. And with how many problems we had just getting this distro up and running, we wanted to make sure games would actually launch. And they seem to.
That was a joke. Yeah, let's see if we can safely extract out of here. If anyone's wondering my weird position, I'm trying not to shake the table.
Yeah,
at the beginning, I don't game like this.
At the beginning, it was like wobbling. I think the box isn't sturdy enough to.
This is not where we normally record, but we didn't want to move to PC after Matt spent a lot of time trying to get it working. It just looks terrifying over here. Oh,
there's a lot happening.
Oh God! And you know we're gonna have to shoot something on the way out, bud. I found in this game you can just go through without shooting or extract. Like you can go through without doing anything.
Yep.
You can be like, I just want to run through the map.
I just want to
I'm
vibe.
a benchmarker. Oh, what the?
Oh, they're coming for you now, boy.
Where are they
Take
going?
your shot. Take your shot. Oh!
Yeah! Why are you in my hood?
Take your shot.
You don't know what side this is, player. Oh my goodness, did that just come from that little fella?
They can drop bombs. Oh, hell no!
What is that?
Oh,
my God.
Oh, hell no!
Oh my good golly. Why did that hurt so bad? Did this thing open yet? Did I open it?
Yeah, it should have been open for a while.
It's open. Okay.
You gotta run.
Can't see nothing. Why is it so smoky? Oh, that was my grenade. Why is it so smoky? I threw a smoke grenade. All right, so we got one game down. We got one that ran well. And then obviously the games that we download are ones that we know work. We've done plenty of these Linux videos by now to know what games we just shouldn't even bother trying with. So you're probably not going to see a whole lot of like gaming compatibility for this. So let's go to the next game.
All right, guys, we're playing Black Mesa. Again, there's really no reason to play this game in terms of like demand. It's an easy to run game. We're getting 200 plus FPS. It's basically a remake of Half-Life 1. But it's fun because we've always tested this when testing Linux distros. And we're currently running 4K settings. Let's go back up here to options, video. So running 4K with pretty much everything on high. And we're getting 100, 200 FPS. If you guys haven't played this, which by the way, you know, I'll probably forget, but we actually have codes for this game, by the way, that we haven't given all away yet. They're just sitting there. So if you guys want a code, comment down below. I'll try to keep it out in the comments. Maybe I'll give you all a code.
Just throw them in the comments.
Just throw them in the comments. You can get a code for this game. The devs gave us a couple copies once they saw us playing this game. So, hello, sir.
I gotta say, one thing I really like is they did a really good job with like the camera movement.
Yeah,
like,
camera movement's
side
really
to side.
nice.
Yeah, a little bit of shaky.
Yeah, a little bit of shaky. Definitely a fun redo of this game, but this game's working. I will say we tried to launch it at first, and it had the same. Oh no, my buddy's getting messed up. Get him, get him.
Oh my God, you can't even help.
Ooh, I helped him, there he goes. It had the same bug that we noticed before in Linux, where it was like capped at 60, and then you turn VSync on and off, and then it uncaps the frame rate. But when we did that, it crashed the game. So just something to keep in mind. And he's just yapping, I don't even know what he's talking about. Now we're running through the darkness here. The shoddy
Fired
naughty.
both barrels? Hell yeah.
Hit him with a... Oh, that's
Where did they go?
Where'd he go? Oh, hey.
Oh, look at him walking, little potato.
Not walking anymore. Hey, this is running good. Of course, we gotta try another Valve game. Let's launch the legendary TF2.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're in Team Fortress 2. This is an OG Linux supported game. This game had the tux in it, I don't even know back when, like 20 teens. And we're currently running 4K, running max settings. We just hit a crazy little bow shot. I mean, honestly, what more could you ask for? You know what I'm saying?
Just TF2. I feel like Hannah Montana fans are TF2 players.
Yes, by far.
By far.
The guy who made this has to be a TF2 fan. I just know it.
I know.
Sometimes with the bow, you just gotta let him rip, you know, and just hope that someone. God, you.
He got goobed.
Bash. The box cannot hang with us. That's it. I'm getting in here.
Oh.
Oh, I'm Ubered.
Are you Uber pigeon?
I can't hit anything. Oh, he's air blasting me. Ooh.
Ooh.
Direct hit, and it didn't even do anything. Come on, peek that corner. Whoa, whoa. There's a spy here. I felt him. Yeah, he's probably playing that video.
Yep.
Oh, we killed one. Oh my gosh, we're gonna farm here. Oh, it's gonna hurt.
You were in a farm
It's
spot.
gonna hurt.
Oh, let's go. Gordon
You know what,
Freeman
though?
killed you. That's
You know what,
convenient.
though? We put in another kill. That's what matters. Yeah, that is kind of funny. Gordon Freeman. All right, Hannah Montana Linux, sort of successful. Would we download it for fun? Yes. Would we download it for seriousness? Probably not.
Probably not.
So the Hannah Montana distro, this is a video that I think we thought we were gonna finish probably in like, an hour or two once we got games downloaded, but obviously we ran into some roadblocks, but the cool part about this being such a small kind of user-created distro is the fact that Matt was able to talk to the person who made it, and that's kind of what makes Linux a cool thing, is it's a very community-driven operating system, so if you ever have any problems, you don't gotta deal with Microsoft.
And of course, this one is just for fun. Most people, I would say all people, are gonna be daily driving Hannah Montana Linux. It's not really that good of an idea, but there are a lot of Linux distros, especially the one this is based off of, that can be daily driven. And I just saw an article that came out, I think a couple hours ago, talking about how the new updated operating system breakdown, that Linux has reached the 10% mark of market share, which is actually really high for Linux. Linux has always been in the 1 to 2%, but we're at 10% now, which is pretty cool to see. And that obviously has to do with the improvements in the gaming front, so PC gamers feel more inclined to switch over. There's still more work to do, but Linux as a whole, pretty cool. And these meme distros, well, they're just for good fun. So if you want to download Hannah Montana Linux or subscribe to the creator's YouTube channel, check the link down below, and let us know what you think of this distro. Is this a fun adventure for you guys?
You guys, we hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you check out our other 2 YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/ToastyBros, and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Now check out PC Bros if you want Hannah Montana Linux, and good luck, we're not going to do that for you. We'll install Windows or another Linux distro for you.
As you guys can tell, Hannah Montana Linux is kind of an adventure to get up and running, but if you guys want something like that, maybe we'll make it happen. Use code ToastyBros on checkout, you'll save 3% on your next purchase. See you guys later. Goodbye.